Well, this is it. The end of the Hotel Transylvania marathon. What way to end it than doing a review of the fourth and final film, Hotel Transylvania Transformania. The only Sony Pictures Animation sequel that got dumped onto Amazon Prime out of all things. Why didn't it get dumped onto Netflix? I will never know. And yes, you may be wondering, I will watch this thing, but not on Amazon Prime, because I don't fancy on buying that. Remember, my time is precious, Alter Ego Bros. I'm not going to be wasting on money on something I know I'm not going to enjoy. And Amazon Prime is one of them. Amazon Prime Video. I'm not going to waste my money on that. Anyways, you may remember when this movie came out. I mean, everyone already forgot this thing came out. I mean, people already keep on forgetting. Wait, there's 4 of them? Anyways, you may know, the plot is, Drac, is planning to retire from Hotel Transylvania. Is planning, to have Mavis, take over for him for, Hotel Transylvania, along with Johnny. Now, I may remember when they announced the 4th film, I was skeptical about this one. But then, of course, I watched the trailer, and I actually liked the trailer. This is just another one of those films I just really wanted to like. I really wanted to like this one. But, turns out it didn't really impress me a lot, like it was supposed to. Don't get me wrong, it's not that bad, but is it good? No, it's not good either. It's filled with a bunch of problems. I mean, that's one thing, Genndy Tartakovsky didn't return to, direct it. Because, we had better things to work on, like, Primal. Which I might plan to watch season 2 of that, I actually love Primal. I watched all of season 1, I enjoyed it. Plus, he's also working on, more R-rated films from Sony Animation. Well, let's start off with the good things, new animation. I actually enjoy the animation here. Plus, I think this might be one of the last anime films to use the cartoony style of animation. Because I think, the trend just died recently. I think the trend is already dead now. And plus, the new voice of Dracula. Yeah, I know, it's kind of sad, Adam Sandler and Kevin James didn't come back for this one. Well, I guess because Adam Sandler wanted to do more darker films and can't always rely on comedies. Probably the same goes for Kevin James as well. Everything else, let me just explain. I mean, you thought Drac would be the main character, but no, it's mainly also Johnny as well. Because, there's a thing about Van Helsing, which made something that could turn humans into monsters and monsters into humans. Yes, because, Johnny, turns into a monster of some sorts. Yeah, Johnny's monster design is really weird. I mean, he kind of looks like he came straight out of Monsters, Inc. Well, kind of. And, the human designs of Dracula and, the other monsters, I kind of liked. Except for, being Blobby, who's just turned into a regular plate of Jello. I mean, that's what Blobby is, and, when he gets zapped, he just turns into, Jello. I mean, at least they get some screen time, along with, Mavis and Erica, I believe. However, Dennis, on the other hand, he's barely on screen, obviously. The other problem I have is just, the comedy. Is it bad? No, but it's not good either. I mean, just kind of misses the point on what made, the first 2 Hotel Transylvania movies actually funny. I gotta admit, there were some jokes that were funny, however, there were some weren't. I'm not gonna say the comedy is, painfully unfunny, it's not really that funny. Sure, at some times you might get a few chuckles, but the other times, no. Movies like this aren't as, somewhat unfunny as something like, I don't know, Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, or the Emoji Movie, or even the Peter Rabbit movies. But it's not, really funny, obviously. I mean, sure, there's also one part like, it's when, Johnny was on this bus, he was doing a sing-along. But then we got to, the most hated trope of every anime movie, the liar revealed story. It's revealed that, Drac lied to Johnny, he didn't want to give the key to Johnny because he didn't want him to run the hotel. Okay, this is the message I have for Hollywood. Let me say this right now, and for Pete's sake, please stop with the lie reveal trope. Stop it. Okay? It's cliched and tired. I thought that trope died out already. So knock it off. You're not being clever with that trope. It's not clever. It's cliche and tired. And we're starting to get tired of it. Stop it. Just stop. And just retire the trope. Just retire it. Please stop. Just stop. It's not, the worst lie reveal scene compared to the others, but it's still not good. And just basically wish the trope just died out years ago. And of course, the climax, it's simple. Drac finally, gives the key to, Johnny and Mavis, and they finally, the rest. Overall, I think Hotel Transylvania 4, Hotel Transylvania Transformania was kind of a big letdown. I'm not saying it ended on a sour note or it ended on a whimper. I'm just gonna say it ended the franchise on, well, a misfire. And I'm just gonna have to give Hotel Transylvania Transformania 4 out of 10. It's mediocre. If you want to watch this, go ahead, be my guest, give it a watch. But I only recommend it to die-hard Hotel Transylvania fans. But as for me, I'm just gonna stick with the first two. And so that concludes my Hotel Transylvania marathon. I reviewed all 4 movies, and I gotta say, I had a good time reviewing these. So, it's hard to say goodbye to this franchise. But I have to say right now, farewell Hotel Transylvania, I really am gonna miss you. And well, so far I already got through Wantober without reviewing a bad movie. I didn't review one bad movie at all, for now at least. Since Wantober is continuing, I wonder what my next review is gonna be. Let's see, where did I put it? I forgot to review that film for my retrospective month, but I didn't have time to do it. But luckily I watched it on HBO Max, so what film is it gonna be? Oh yeah, right, this was the film I was gonna review in July, but I didn't have time to do it. Well, I guess this does count as Halloween related, so I am gonna review it in Wantober. So, stay tuned for that.